What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. It is time to set the record straight. So let's get straight into it. I have two stores. One store has 27,621 items in it, and the other store has 48 items in it, and I just started it. This new store is 24 days old, and I've never, ever had this much complaining on my YouTube channel than this new series where I'm starting to build $1,000 income per week, starting with no money. And the complaining is unreal, but now I'm getting all these complaints about people saying they want advanced eBay. They want the advanced eBay stuff. They don't want to talk about this beginner stuff. Well, I have some bad news for those people. If you look at this new store, this is advanced eBay. I'm starting this store with no money, and after 24 days, it already has daily sales, and I've already had $1,400 worth of sales with no money. All of the eBay holds have been removed, and that's because I've had over 20 transactions completed. All the tracking has been uploaded immediately. I've already proven to eBay in less than 1 month that I can be trusted with no holds. This is advanced eBay. My big store with 27,000 items in it is just 10 little stores. There's nothing different that I do in my big store than my little store. In fact, if you were looking for a store to copy, I wouldn't copy my big store. I would copy my little store because I have 5 years of experience screwing up in my big store, and this new store is just all the best stuff I have learned over the years in this store. That's why this store already has a draft bank. So I'm going to go over that right now because this has allowed me to be consistent. I already have 7 items in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to launch the oldest ones. So I built this bank up to 7 listings already. I want 140 listings in here because I want this store to be able to take a 2-week vacation. First off, I'm already really busy, so running this experiment for you guys has taken a lot of time, and it's actually been very enlightening for me because it's proven to me that it's really showed me what advanced eBay is. It's paying attention to all the little things, and if you go to my reseller FU calculator, advanced eBay is just shipping, prepping, sourcing, research, photography, listing, putting items away, and customer service. That's it. You don't need to buy a course. You don't need to join my Facebook group, even though my Facebook group has almost 1,000 people in it now. And Tech and Sports, who I run the group with, is one of the greatest resellers of all time. And he doesn't do anything different than a person who just started. It's the exact same process. I'm going to give you guys an example. Usain Bolt set the 100 and 200 meter record in 2008 for sprinting. It's 2021. We just had the Olympics, and his record still stood. That means in 12 years, they haven't really improved it. Well, I have news for you guys. I've been talking about eBay for 5 years. No one has done it faster than my colleague, and I'm currently at 6 minutes, which means with this current system that I'm copying from my colleague that I run the group with, it's only going to take me 10 hours to make $1,000 per week. If that's not advanced eBay, then I don't know what it is, because how can you do like 7 to 10 hours of work and make $1,000 a week? That's over $100 an hour, right? I know literally exactly what to buy, how to list it, how to save time, how to reduce expenses. So far in this new store, I spent $4 on bags, $1 on labels, $21 on the eBay store, which I don't have to pay until next month, and $2.49 at the dollar store for shipping supplies that I didn't even need. I was just curious what kind of supplies were available at the Dollar Tree, so I bought some poly mailers for $1, and I bought some Scotch tape for $1. And actually, I'm not sure why it ended up being $2.49. It should have been like $2.29 because of tax here, but the $2 I spent at the dollar store was not even necessary. I could have saved that money. So essentially, I have a store that almost has daily sales, and I spent $5 getting it started. That's advanced eBay. I'm taking the pictures outside on the ground. I've figured out different ways of sourcing inventory for free. I'm selling the heavy stuff locally. I'm selling, I actually picked up a Burberry coat that I'm going to sell not on eBay because I don't want to risk the health of this new store. It's not in the ledger yet. I wasn't even sure if I was going to include it in this experiment, but I probably should, because if you're out there looking for home runs, you will find some. And that's a huge come up because I only paid, I think, $3 for a $300 coat, right? So that's something that would blow the lid off of this experiment because I'd have a lot more money to spend. Also, I have been taking out taxes, which is already $196.33. That's a lot of money already that I'm owing to Uncle Sam. So, as far as this experiment goes, I can't think of a more advanced eBay series than this one. Even if you're making millions of dollars a year, you would learn something from this series because this series is starting with nothing. Imagine if I had something. I think that after doing this experiment, if I had $10,000 to start with, which a lot of people do, people who have been working their whole lives and they want to transition careers, if I had $10,000, I think I could build a $1,000 per week eBay income in 5 days. If I didn't have to start with zero, I think I could build a full-time living on eBay in a week. With all of the information that I know now that I got from my colleague, who's one of the greatest eBayers of all time. People don't know that, and he'll play it down and he'll play dumb, but the fact that he can list 250 items a day, 7 days a week, and he's been doing it for 13 years, and people still don't take him seriously, that's kind of mind-blowing to me. It's just like if Usain Bolt was teaching you how to run and you're like, no, there has to be more to it. There has to be more to it than just regularly exercising, eating healthy, getting great sleep, and having a schedule for running. There has to be some kind of secret. And he's like, oh, no, there's no secret. I'm the fastest runner in history. And you're like, oh, I don't believe you. I'm going to go on YouTube and try to find someone who's done it better. No one has done it better. So it's kind of funny because we have the Usain Bolt in the group, running the group with me, and I'm copying him. I'm not even copying him to the T because my process is still 4 steps slower than his, but that's advanced eBay. Advanced eBay is reducing the complexity. How can you ship things faster? How can you prep things faster? How can you source better items? How can you photograph better items? How can you list faster? How can you put items away? How can you reduce how many items you lose? How can you do customer service faster? And it just happens one step at a time. How can you take a day off? You got to make sure that you have drafts so that you can actually take a day off. I just got another feedback, number 14. So I'm very excited because this series is the opposite of most YouTube channels where they tell you to buy items in their store to support them. I'm telling you not to buy items in the store because I want you guys to see that, okay, I want to just show you guys again. This is the worst sell-through rate I've ever seen. 0.8% is ridiculously low. It's terrible. And that's because so many people are viewing this store and not buying anything. Okay, so the people who, this challenge, you could actually have better results than me because this store, eBay thinks there's something wrong with it because they're like, how can you have 435 people show up to your store and only 3 people bought something? That's horrible. Can you imagine if you had a coffee shop and 435 people came in and only 3 people bought a cup of coffee? That's horrible. Like, that can only happen when you're doing a YouTube series showing people how to do eBay and they come to your store and they don't buy anything. In fact, it's even more annoying. Not annoying. I'm grateful people are coming, but it's like, it's even more time consuming for me because people are messaging me through eBay asking questions. Don't message me through eBay to ask questions. You can email me at chris@dailyrefinement.com. Don't message me through eBay because you're hurting the traffic even more. You're making this experiment even less realistic because you can achieve these results in even a smaller time period than this store. So if you don't share your store and you don't have traffic that doesn't convert, right? And just a couple other thoughts. People had asked, because I've actually done this series before. This is the second time I'm building a store. The first time, I basically just meshed it into my main store, but this time not. I'm going to keep it separate the whole time. But all the things I know, I'm putting into this baby store. So if you guys are following along, I think that it's going to take me 90 days to make $5,000. And that's what I need because I'm going to take out the tax. So $5,000 after tax will be $3,280, and I need that to buy 860 items to average $15 profit to make a $1,000 income. So right now my average profit has gone up a little bit. It's a $16 per item. So I'm going to try to maintain $15. I'm going to try to maintain an average cost of goods sold of $4. And so that's pretty basic math. $30, the average sold price, a little bit more than that, maybe $32 and a $4 cost. That'll get me $15 per item. I'm trying to get a profit margin of 50% in this store, which means this is the kind of store that you'd want to be a pro picker, right? So there's a few people that do this that I've seen online. There's Lavender Clothesline, there's Harry Tornado, there's Osborne to Thrift. These are 3 examples that I can see of people who are following the same model of around 10 items per day, right? 10 items per day is a really healthy full-time living as a reseller, and you would just go and find the best items that you can. Because I have limited time, I have chosen the niche that I already know. If you have more time, see, I want to make $1,000 a week in only 10 hours. If you had the whole week, then you know what? You don't have to stick to one specific niche. You could do what those guys do. And Karen, Lavender Clothesline, you guys could pick random, amazing, cool treasures because you really only need 10 items per day. So you could sell whatever you want. You could sell a lamp post. You could sell rare antiquities. Just for me personally, I'm trying to do this in the shortest amount of time as possible because, as you guys know, I'm trying to run multiple businesses. I just have a newborn. I'm trying to do this in the shortest amount of time possible, and this is advanced eBay. So it's driving me kind of crazy because I have never seen this much complaining. It's like every single thing, people are finding an excuse not to be able to do this, and I understand people are in different scenarios. Trust me, I am compassionate. I understand that I have a lot of advantages, right? But the thing is, I feel like there's people that you meet every single day that have overcome so much, right? On my Instagram, if you guys follow my Instagram, you'll see all these stories that I post of people who were homeless, people who came from abusive relationships, crazy situations where people were able to make it work. So just read through these stories if you need some inspiration, right? I get it. For me, I have a background in sales, so I understand how sales works, and I just learned how reselling works from my colleague. But I understand how sales works. Sales works when the perceived value is more than the price. When somebody thinks something is worth $12 and you present it for $11, that's when the sale happens. So I know that because my whole life I've been in sales, but I just didn't understand that all it comes down to is these things that are in my calculator, right? Shipping, prepping, sourcing. Once I realized all I have to do is work on these basics, work on these fundamentals, my store will be solid, everything changed for me. So I recommend that you guys join the group. It's at patreon.com/The Resellers Podcast. Our Facebook group has almost 1,000 members in it. Everyone has the exact same goal. We help all levels of sellers get to their own personal reseller nirvana number. For me, my reseller nirvana number in the big store is 1,000 items per week. In the little store, it's 100 items per week. So pretty straightforward, guys. I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button. Consider subscribing. Consider joining the Facebook group. And if you don't want to join the Facebook group, then just screenshot this and just do this for free. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.